Hello everybody. Now we are going to discuss about the assignment problems wherein the problem situation is explained by this table. Let us consider there are some 5 machines and 5 jobs. These values are indicating the cost of processing this job in this machine. So this problem here our idea is to minimize the total cost of machining allocating 1-to-1 basis. That means here the assumption is one machine will be allotted to only one job. Now this total cost has to be minimized. Suppose the job 1 is to be processed in M1, this is the cost. When the job 2 is machined in M1, this is the cost. So on, these are all the total cost matrix. So initially before solving this problem, we have to identify whether it's a maximization problem or minimization problem. Since it's a cost, we have to minimize. Suppose if it's a profit or something other situation, it has to be maximized. Now, another thing is whether the table is a balanced one or unbalanced one. Suppose it's a square matrix, that is 5 by 5. If it is sorted, that is 3 by 5 or 4 by 5 or something like that, we can add 2 more rows with 0 cost. Or if the jobs are less, we can add few more columns with 0 cost, so that the matrix has to be square matrix. Now we are going to apply this Hungarian method for minimization of the costs. Now in this one, the Hungarian method says here there are 2 steps. One is row wise operation, another one is column wise operation. Now this is row wise operation. Row operation. In this operation, in the first row we have to identify the minimum element and subtract this element from all other elements. Similarly, then we can pass on to next row, so that all the row has to be completed. In the first row, the minimum element is 8. So we have to subtract from 10. 10 minus 8 is 2. 12 minus 8 is 4. 15 minus 8 is 7. This is 4 and 0. Similarly, you can pass on to the next row. Here the minimum element is 7. So it is 0. This one is 9. 7. 7. And this one is 4. Similarly, here the minimum element is 7. So here it is 0. This is 6 and this is 7 and 2 and 2. Here the minimum element is 10. So here this will become 0, this will become 2 and this is 1 and this is 3. Now in this one the minimum element is 8. So this will become 0, this is 5, then this one is 15 minus 8 is 7, here it is 3, here it is 7. Now the row wise operation is over. Now we are going to column wise operation. In this resultant matrix, we examine column by column. If there is any 0, we can rewrite the row column as it is. If there is no 0, we have to subtract the minimum element in this particular row or column, and then we have to subtract from all other elements. So in this one the minimum element is 0. So this will become 2, 0, 6, 2 and 0 only. The second column is also having the 0 element. So 4, 9, 7, 0 and 5. Here it's 7, 7, 0, 1, 7. Here the minimum element is 2. So 2 has to be subtracted from all other elements of the same column. So this is 2 and this is 5, 0, 1 and 1. Here it is 0, 4, 2, 0 and 7. Now in this resultant matrix we can make an allocation or assignment. So in the assignment we have to follow the systematic procedure. One is in the first row, if there is a single 0 is appearing, we can make an assignment here. After making an assignment, we have to cut off the zeros present in the column. So this is a 0 present in the corresponding column, we can cut off this 0. So in the next row there is a single 0 is available, so we can make an assignment here, and then we have to cut off the 0 which are present in the corresponding column. So here there are 2 zeros, so we cannot decide. We can pass on to the next row. So here there is only single zero is available. We can make an allocation. There are no zeros to cut off here. Then here there are no zeros. Now we can leave it. Now we come to column wise. Now we examine the row wise. Now we are coming to column wise. In the column there is no zeros. In this column there is no zeros. In this column a single zero is appearing. So here we can make an allocation. While we are examining in the column wise, after making assignment, if there is any zeros in the row, that has to be cut off. Now we make an assignment here, so we have to cut off this zero. So we can just pass on to this next column, and this column there are no zeros to allocate. So here there are only 4 assignments instead of 5 assignments. If there are 5 assignments, the problem will be over. So to proceed further, in this one, we have to draw a line passing through all the zeros, minimum number of lines. So for that there is a special procedure we can use. That means here we can just examine the row wise, and then we can mark a row which is not having any assignment. So this row is not having any assignment, so we can mark it. In the mark, if there are multiple rows, you can all the rows you can just mark by drawing a tick mark. Now here unfortunately only one row is not having any assignment. In the marked row, if there is any zero, you can mark the corresponding column. Now here there is a zero, we have marked this column. In this marked column, if there is an assignment, you can mark the corresponding row. That means the marked column, if there is an assignment, we can mark this column. Now after marking this one, this becoming a new marked row. In this, if there is any other zeros, we have to mark the corresponding column. After marking that, if there is an assignment, we can mark the assignment. Unfortunately, there is no more marking we can make in this resultant table. In this one, we can mark or we can draw a line through unmarked rows and marked columns. This is unmarked row, this, and this, and marked column. Now this is how we can cover minimum number of lines which covers all the zeros. Now here there are, after drawing minimum number of lines, we can notice 3 types of elements. Certain elements which are lying on the junction of the straight line, 2, 6, 2, etc. Other elements are lying on the straight line, and certain elements are not covered by this straight line. So among these uncovered elements, find the minimum element, and this element has to be subtracted from all other uncovered elements and added with the junction element, and other elements are kept as it is. For example, here it's a junction element, the minimum element is 1, so we have to just add with this 3, and 4 we can keep as it is, 4, 7, 2, 0, etc. Similarly this 0 and 9, which has to be subtracted from 1, so it is 8 since it's an uncovered element. It is 6, 4, 3. 6 is the junction element, so we can add 1. Then this is 7, 0, 0, 2. Here it is 3, 0, 1, 1 and 0. Here it is 0. This has to be subtracted from 1. It is 4, 6, 0 and 6. Now we can make an assignment as we have done earlier here. There is a row, single row, first row which is having a single 0. You can make an assignment and then mark or cut this 0 which are present at the column. In the second row there is a single 0 is appearing, we can mark and then we can cut off this 0. Third row has got 2 zeros, we can pass on to the next one. Now in this row there is a single 0, we can mark, and there is no zeros to cut off. Here there is a single 0, we can mark allocation here, and then we cut off this 0. Since after making an assignment, we have to cut off the zeros which are present in the column. Now the row wise operation is over. Now in the column wise, here you examine there is no zeros, here also there is no zeros, here there is a single 0, so we can make an assignment here. There is no other zeros cut off in the column. So this is the assignment. Now the 5 assignments are there. Since the order of the matrix is 5, the problem is over. Now this indicates the M1 is allotted for the J5th job, then M2 is allotted for J1 job, M3 is allotted for J3 job, then M4 is allotted for J2 job, and M5 is allotted for J4 job, so as to minimize the cost. Now the total minimization cost can be taken from this. So this allocation here is 8, 7, 7, 10 and 11. So this cost, minimum processing cost is 8 plus 7 plus 7 plus 10 plus 11. Total comes to 43 units of cost. So this is going to be the minimum cost when we allocate the jobs to machines on one-to-one basis. Since it's a minimization problem, this is the thing. Suppose if it's a maximization problem, the problem has to be taken in a different way. That I will explain in the next coming class. Thank you.